Wait a minute. There it is. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandye. Even if we did have a little technical glitch, it said going live, but it never went live, except I pressed it again and here we are. Usually if I press it twice, I lose you completely and I have to start over. Hey, good morning, sunshine. Yeah. Hot coffee first thing in the morning is so awesome. There I am. Here I am. Here I am. Don't worry about a thing. We're all here. So, can we just talk for a moment about how amazing corned beef and cabbage is? Yeah, my guy made me corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and carrots. And oh my God, it was so good. It was such a delicious. I'm not a big beer drinker. He had Guinness with it, which is, I guess, what you're supposed to do on St. Patrick's Day. But I had my Pinot and it was fabulous. Okay, but can we just talk for a moment about dessert? Yeah, could we do that? Because I allowed myself to have dessert last night. Oh, so worth waiting for. First of all, I got to tell you, when I went to go buy all the ingredients for dinner last night, I saw these carrots that I could not resist because they were orange and kind of red and some white, some yellow, some like a brownish color. It was like this cornucopia of colored carrots. Say that 3 times. Cornucopia of colored carrots. They were so good. They were beautiful. They tasted wonderful. Dinner was perfect. And then it was time for dessert. So I was going to buy Irish soda bread to go with dinner. And I decided now I really wanted to avoid the bread if I could, because dinner by itself was not going to be expensive. And I wanted to save room for dessert. So I found these soda bread biscotti dipped in dark chocolate. Okay, they would have been fine by themselves, but my sweetie brought home some, I don't know if it was Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's. I'm going to go with Ben & Jerry's, but I'm not sure. It was Bailey's Irish Cream Brownie ice cream. So imagine the biscotti dipped in dark chocolate, sitting in the ice cream cup with 2 little scoops of this amazing Brownie Bailey's ice cream. It might be my new favorite. The taste of the Bailey's with the vanilla and the chocolate chunks of brownie and the crispy, crunchy biscotti and the wine on top of it. It was like, okay, I'm done describing it, but you're just gonna have to trust me. It was so delicious. And how appropriate. I'm gonna go with it was Ben & Jerry's because today is Ben's birthday. So Ben, in honor of your birthday, thank you for your ice cream. I mean, I live with a guy who makes ice cream. Used to have an ice cream company. He makes ice cream and he makes fabulous ice cream. He's going to make this one for me. It's going to be even better when it's like homemade right out of our own little freezer. Woo! Okay, so I mentioned that Red Tier happened, so now I can go visit Fritzy, which is pretty friggin' amazing. But I'm blown away at what else. No, it was Haagen-Dazs. It was Haagen-Dazs. It wasn't Ben & Jerry's. But Ben & Jerry's could have done it, right? Anyway, let's move on. So, yesterday, I decided I would get Bailey a bath. Bailey's there, by the way. Let me see. There's Bailey, rolled up, curled up, listening. So I wanted to get Bailey a bath yesterday. And usually I just call up and say, hi, it's Sandye. I'm bringing Bailey over in a few minutes. Okay, fine. We're ready. I've never had a problem. Yesterday, I called to say, hi, it's Sandye. I'm bringing Bailey over. And the response was, Well, we're kind of slammed this week. Can we make you an appointment for someday next week? Are you kidding me right now? And then I remembered it's spring break and I live in Palm Desert. That means everybody and his brother is in town. Ugh. Oh, well, next week it will have to be. But then I went to go get my car washed and I had the same kind of problem. There was this like line around the block. Folks, you should stay home. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Anyway, I came back home and I went back later and got my car washed, thank goodness, because it so needed it. And I would wash it myself because actually I think that's kind of fun. But when the inside needs to get thoroughly vacuumed and the wheels need to be done, bam, it's time to hire somebody else to do it because, yeah. And I drive a CRV and I'm a little person. I can't get the top. It's worth whatever it costs. And they put in the most amazing air freshener. You get to pick what smell you want. And I think I've mentioned at least 1,000,000 times that I am a vanilla person. I love vanilla. So my car smells like vanilla and it's clean and it's vacuumed and I'm happy. And today I am playing tennis twice. And not one good game and one yucky game. 2 good matches today. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm full of energy today. I'll probably fall asleep by the time I get home, but I'm full of energy today. And by the way, Casita Sandita is operating at full bore. We were going to sleep in there last night to practice, but we forgot. And I fell asleep on the couch. I didn't mean to. And by the time I woke up so that I could do all my evening chores, my sweetie was already in bed asleep. So it was too late. What else? What else? Today is Awkward Moments Day. It's a day to learn from your awkward moments. I'm sure we've all had awkward moments. Those days when you forget names, you forget who people are married to. You talk about an ex as if it was in the present. I'm trying to think of the most awkward situations I've ever been in. Sometimes you hurt people's feelings by accident. I know a couple of times I made some kind of comment about at tennis about the way somebody was running or something, only to find out that they had an abnormality that made them do that. And I was quite embarrassed. Yeah. Anyway, today is the day to learn from those things. And for me, it might be to engage brain before I engage mouth. Think about it before you say it. Yeah, that might be a good move for me. It is also National Oatmeal Cookie Day. This is breaking my heart because oatmeal cookies are expensive, not in and of themselves, and they're very healthy, but I can't stop eating them. So for me, they're very expensive. Now, I'm not talking just any oatmeal cookies. So can we talk for a moment? I would like to tell you about my oatmeal cookies. First of all, you have to start with Quaker Oats in the big, not the get it ready in 2 seconds kind, but the big, full-bodied, take all day to cook kind, right? Okay. I follow the directions with a few little changes. First of all, I do not put raisins in my oatmeal cookies. I just don't like raisins in my oatmeal cookies. If you like them, put them in. It's your cookie. Here's what I add that isn't in the recipe. First of all, I get about a full cup. Okay, I get more than a cup of walnuts, smash them up, and not that small either, because I like the taste of the walnuts. Like a cup to a cup and a half of walnuts, bam. A cup to a cup and a half. No, actually, it's a half a cup to a cup of chocolate chips, big ones, small ones. Really fun. Mix the big ones and the small ones. Put those in. Coconut, maybe an eighth of a cup, not a lot, just enough to get flavoring in there. So you've got oatmeal, chocolate chip, walnut, coconut cookies. And then if it says bake them for 12 minutes, I bake them for 16 or 17 minutes. I like them well done. I like them so they're still a little bit mushy in the middle, but crunchy everywhere else. Now, I can't resist eating a couple when they first come out of the oven. But then what I do is I bag them up and put them in the freezer. And I eat them frozen directly out of the freezer. I got to tell you, I have never had anyone say, "Oh, I don't like that cookie." People love the cookies, love the cookies. And a batch is like 4 dozen, and that's where the problem comes in. Okay, a batch is supposed to be 4 dozen. I make them small because they have so much stuff in them. So I end up getting about 5 dozen. And here's my theory. If the number of cookies that are called for in a recipe is like 4 dozen, but you end up making 5 dozen, then 1 dozen of those cookies have no calories, right? Because if it's like, 5,000 calories for 4 dozen cookies, but you make 5 dozen cookies, there are no calories left over for those. So you get to eat those for free. That's how I make cookies. All right, let's move on. Oh, whose baby is due? They aren't pregnant. Oh, yes. Oh my God. Talk about embarrassing. Yes. When you assume someone is pregnant and they're not, that's like right up there with the worst ever. Thank you, Henry, and good morning. Yes, that is awful. Good morning, JB. Sorry, I was getting carried away. Good morning, darling, and thank you for bringing the ice cream in to prove to me that it wasn't Ben and Jerry's, but you're going to make it better anyway. I know you are. Okay, you ready for a little comfort food? Yeah? Because today is National Sloppy Joe Day. Do you remember when your mom made sloppy joes? And oh my goodness, in the school cafeteria, even. And it was like, even though cafeteria food was yucky, Sloppy Joe Day was always so good because sloppy joes are they're just yummy. Yummy. Did I already say it was happy birthday to the Pillsbury Doughboy? That cute little guy. I have one somewhere. I thought I was going to bring it out to show you, but I don't know where he is. He must be put away somewhere. But I have a little miniature Pillsbury Doughboy. He's so adorable. Did you know that in 1902, we think records and music and recordings have been around forever, but in 1902, Enrico Caruso was the first singer, like well-known singer, to actually make a record. I would think records have been around a lot longer than that. I guess there were instrumentals maybe, but not singers recording human voices, maybe. In 1990, not that long ago, the largest art robbery in US history. Somebody broke into a museum in Massachusetts somewhere, in Boston area, and stole over 500 million. Yes, I said $500 million worth of art. Like by famous old artists and well, yeah, I guess that's how you'd get to 5 million, 500 million, not 5 million. And there is still, I believe, a $10 million reward out for recovering those paintings. That was in 1990, folks. And apparently they have not been found. A couple of times, the authorities have gotten messages that somebody knew where they were and was offering to return them in exchange for not getting punished and getting the $10 million reward, but it's never like materialized. $500 million. Sounds like an inside job to me. Just saying. It's the anniversary of the death of John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas. What a great group, huh? And what a tragic ending for a couple of them. Well, if death indeed is a tragic ending. Miss the Mamas and the Papas. Still listen to their music. Monday, Monday. Okay, what else? Oh, you know what? Just the other day, we were celebrating the birthday of Johnny Appleseed, and today is the anniversary of his death. So we get to honor him twice in the same couple of weeks. Happy Death Day, Johnny Appleseed. You may be gone, but your trees and your apples live on. I like Johnny Appleseed. The picture of him I have is like a hat on his head. I mean, a pot on his head is a hat. I don't know where that came from, but all right. So here's what I really want to talk to you about this morning. I woke up this morning feeling mega blessed and totally full of gratitude. What a great feeling that is. You can even be grateful for feeling gratitude, right? Here's what I was thinking about and why JB, I'm looking at an old picture of you. You won't really be able to see it. Okay, sorry. My portal shows all the pictures that are everywhere, and I have this picture of Jonathan with our old gang from the old days with Marilyn and Artie and Judy and me. And anyway, good memories. So back to where I was, waking up with gratitude. What I started thinking about first was how many times in the past, when I didn't have something before, when I'd lost it, be it a person, a job, how much I had taken for granted about whatever it was, the person, the job, whatever. And then I would remember and I'd think, well, I didn't like the job, but I met so many great people and I had so many good opportunities. And hey, I had a regular paycheck. And you follow where I'm going? It's like all the things that you just took for granted about the job or the person that was in your life start coming up, and you realize maybe I'd still have those things in my life if I'd appreciated what I had. So I decided it was time to lay in bed for a while and count my blessings. And that's exactly what I was doing this morning. It put me in such a good mood. I woke up and I was gratitude. I was gratitude. I was coming from gratitude. And it was such a great place to be. So I invite you to step into that. And it's kind of related to this morning's word art. Go to What Do I Say, What Do I Do? Or Word Art by Sandye. Look at today's word art, which says, hey, be the kind of person that you're hoping your children will become. Yeah. You want the best for your kids. You want them to have and be and do everything that will make them happy and make the world a better place. And you know what it takes, don't you? Because you're watching to see that your kids are being and doing and having those things. So this morning, how about you be, do, and have all those things? Do the things that are going to give you the kind of life that you know you deserve, even if you don't admit it out loud. Yeah. Okay. Be, do, have the kind of life that you want for your kids. That's right. Lead by example, my friends. Do it. And I don't see the sunshine yet, but I know it's out there and it's coming. Popping fresh dough. Yeah. Oh, dream a little dream of me, the mamas and the papas. Let's salute the mamas and the papas, Ben and Jerry, ice cream and dreams, and gratitude. Ginny, if you watch the replay, this one's for you, baby. We're all about the gratitude today. What are you grateful for, my friends? Go out there and make a list in your head, on paper. I don't care. Just go be grateful. See ya tomorrow with a sip and a smile.